Welcome back. Myself, Jay S. Tandil, working as an assistant professor in the electrical engineering department. Today we are going to learn about Indian Constitution. Some topic name is meaning of Constitution and its history. Before start, I want to give you some basic introductions about the constitutions of India. So first of all, the constitutions of India is the supreme law of India. It's framed the fundamental political principle, procedures, practices, some rights, power, and the duty of the governments. It impacts the constitutional supreme supremacy means worchesva are not a parliamentary supremacy. Means it is not clear by the parliaments, but the constitutional assembly, which is adopted by its people with declarations in preamble. Preamble means prastavana. So parliamentary cannot avoid override it. So world largest constitutions uh, in the India is the Indian Constitution. We can say it is a commencement in had 395 articles, 22 parts, and 8 schedules. It consists of approximately 1,45,000 words. So it's making a second largest active constitutions in the world. Currently, the preamble having a 25 parts, 12 schedule, and 5 appendices, 448 articles, and 101 amendment. If you are talking about the history, then the constitutions of India were adopted on 26th of November in the year of 1949. So, however, it come to the effect on 26th January 1950. So 26th of January we are celebrating as a Republic Day. So it was adopted by the Vito Well and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and he is the chairman of the committee. So it's widely considered to be the architects of the constitutions of the India, architect of the constitution. So after the adoptions of the constitutions, the Union of India become contemporary modern republics of the India. So the topics that is covered today, which is the meaning of constitutions law and constitutionalism, and the history of making Indian constitutions, feature characteristics of our constitutions, fundamental rights and duty, the directive principles of the state policy, federal structure, parliamentary form of the government, amendment, and some emergency provisions. So local administrative and panchayati raj. So now, yeah, it's very interesting that what we are before 1949, 47. So our flags like that. It's a pretty some point of, and then after 1949, 47, our flags is as usual. So now first I want to two term, that is what is the constitutions and what is the polity, that is we need to understand first. So polity as the name of politician, Rajkarani. So that's why polity and constitutions, Miss Bandharan are the two different terms. So it is a constitution is a formal some legal documents which is define the basic structure of the system. It is about the rights, duties, structure, and setup according to which the norms of the government in the country or organizations, where the polity is the actual and organization structure of the government. So constitutions, which is define the system, where the polity is a structure in which the system should be functions. Okay, these are the basic difference between polity and constitutions. Now, constitutions and constitutionalism. Constitution is offered, which is defined as a supreme law of country, and constitutionalism is a system of governance. So under which the power of government is limited by the some rules or law. So constitutionalism recognize the need of limiting the concentrations of the power in order to protect the rights of the group and individual. Now see the history and some team who make these are the real image of the constitution of India. First, you can see the team of B.R. Ambedkar and some. So we will discuss this theme individually at further slide. So now the introductions. Uh, some of the students are from Gujarati medium. They told 1858 AD. AD means it is nothing as Anno Domini. We can say it's in the year of Lord. We can say year of Ishvi San. So history of making our constitution can be traced back to the year of 1858. First. So in wake up of Sepoy mutiny is the first war of independence as described by the Indians. I think Plasin youth, right? So in the they Sepoy mutiny, right, in 1857, which is compelled the British Empire to abolish the East India Company rule, and the British scouts count the assembled the power in 1858. So I have an image of that, how this will be occurs. So Government of India Act was been enacted in this year actually. So however, the first step by the Britishers were in the route in 1773. So act that will be started from 1773. We will discuss. So you see the Robert Clive and Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar is saying something, and the Robert Clive is flying flag. So means that he win actually, but is give some conditions for that is Robert Clive is a victory at the Battle of Plassey in Utah in form of Gujarati. In 1757 was decided the establishing British rules in Bengal. So first actually Bengal, Mumbai, and that is in the picture. Then after other states are formed. So British rule in Bengal first. So Mir Jafar, one of the defected Nawab generals, which is allied to troop to Clive, and was appointed the Nawab of Bengal in return for this support. Actually. So the as I told you, the Regulations Act that will be started from 1773. So first Regulation Act that is of 73, 773. So first step to control and regulate the internal affairs of the India. So actually, uh, Lord Von Hosting, which is the first Governor General of Bengal. So it is hold the title of Lord Von Hosting. So it made a Madras and Bamboo, which is a subordinate of Bengal first. So it is a establishment of the Supreme Court in Calcutta in 1774. So prohibited the servant of the company from engaging in the private trades and accepting presents. So the court of director to report its civil, revenue, and military affairs in India. So first Supreme Court, which is on Calcutta 1774, and after the Lord, they got a titles of Government General of the Bengalis, the title of Lord Honor Hosting. Now Pitt's Act 1784. So it is a separations of the political and commercial functions like this East India Company. So first that is the court of director, and second that is the board of the control. So the court of the director, which is based on commercial affairs, and the board of control, that is a political affairs. Now the Charter Act 1833, it's the first step of the centralizations of the authority. Why centralizations is required? Because at a centralization in one rule that can be applied to all. That is called as a centralization. No individual can be do or did that kind of rules. So final step to centralize of the authority in 1833. So it made the Government General of Bengal, that is a Governor General of India. First, in the case of that, Lord One Hastings, that is the designer Governor of Bengal. The name is Governor General of Bengal, right? So now it is after 1833. It is a Governor General of India. Centralization means. Uh, so Lord William Lewis was the first one of the hold this title, right? So it had also a West. exclusive legislative. Legislative means kaida ki, right? Power for the entire British India. So previously the law was made known as the regulations. Now it is act. So act is nothing but regulations. So it has ended active for the East India Company as commercial body. So it became the administrative body for all the territories of the India on behalf of British Crown. Yeah, right. So the next, that is Government of India Act 1858. So now the Act of God Government of India, that is applies to the company rule, means the British Crown as assumer power. So designs the designations of the Government General of India was changed to the Viceroy of India. Now after the God Governors of India, British Crown assembled the power. So the designations of the Government General of India was changed to the Viceroy of India. Now, so Lord uh, Canning was the first hold this title. First, that is kind of Lord William Bentinck. It's a Government General of India, as well as he's got a title of Government General of Bengal. So first Government General of Bengal by the Lord William Bentinck. Second is Government General of India by Lord William Bentinck, and then after the Viceroy of India, that is Lord Canning was the first to hold this title. So the system, which is through the double governments, which is created a new office of the Secretary of the State of India. So 15 members. So advice on the body is called as the Council of India. But they put some conditions on council. We will discuss later. That is created to assist the security of the state. Uh, Uh, yeah, this act was largely, which is confined to improvement of the administrative machinery that was for no benefits of India, right? Right. Likewise, so Indian Council Act, which is 1861, as I told you, that the Council of India, uh, which is updated on the form of that. So in which for benefits of India, they are considered some of the Indians out of three, maybe six Indians they are considered. Out of six, three Indians that they are considered. So this Indian Counseling Act 1861, the entry of Indian into the law making process. So in 62, the Raja of Banners and Maharaja of Patialas and Sri Dinka Rao was appointed in the Legislative Council of Lord Canning. So, so it initiates the process of the decentralizations by restoring the legislative power of Bombay and Madras. So first Bombay and Madras, which is a subordinate of Bengal. After that, on 1861, it will be they initiate the process of decentralization. So legislative power of Bombay and Madras, which is a presidency, that is called a reverse of regulating Act 1770. Actually 1773. After that, we are doing a centralization. They are doing a centralization. After centralization, they are further back to the Regulation Act 1773. So new development council for the Bengal Northwest province is Punjab. So 1880 62, that is Bengal. 61, that is northwest of frontier provinces, and 1907, that is Punjab. So it empower viceroy to make the rules and order for the easy of doing the business. So it is also wasted energy power. So it also gives the recognitions of the portfolio system. So Indian Council Act 1892 increased the number of additional members, which is non-official, in the central and provinces councils. So the government is discuss the budget and addressing questions to the executives. Now the Indian Council Act 1993, which is a Madly Minto form. Population is known as a Madly Minto form. So it has increased the size of counseling from 60 to 60. So the diversifications of the functions of the council, which is associate of the Indians in Executive Council. That is Satyendra Prasad Sinha become his first member. So the concept of separate electorates, that Muslim member was elected by the only the Muslim vote. So legalize the communism that will be started after that communization. So separate representations of the corporations of universities chamber of the commerce and zamindars. So Government of India Act 1919, August 20, 1917, the British government is declared to introduce the responsible government of India. So it is also called as the Miltegi Camspot reform. So it provided based on the constitutions of present constitutions of India. So these are the future uh, of the government of India Act. As I told you, out of six, three out of six of executive council of must be Indian. So communal representation by the separate, electorate of the Sikh, Christians, and Anglo Indians. Europeans, likewise Muslims. So establishments of the Public Service Commission, that is a CPSC first, that is established in 1926. So relaxations, the relax the central control over the provinces. So introductions of the subject, which is still is used in the present time, that is a transfer and reverse. So is it provide the first time bicameralism and the direct elections in the country. So the Indian Legislative Council was replaced by the you know bicameral legislature consisting of the upper house and upper court, lower upper house, that is called Council of State, and the lower house, that is called as the Legislative Assembly. So government of India we will discuss later. Thank you.